You're probably watching this because of the title. Yeah, this is a crazy story
about my imaginary friend when I was very young.
and I'm gonna tell you guys this crazy story that I have not shared with anyone, and I am so excited. So let's get into the video. So for you guys who don't know me, I'm Shika. I am a travel lifestyle content creator, owner of Blog It, mentor, and on this channel, I talk about all things spirituality, wellness, entrepreneurism, and social media. I am currently sick as a dog. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have no makeup on right now. My eyes are super red. You probably can't see because, you know, me and my beautiful skin. But yeah, I'm really sick right now. So I just felt like doing a sit down video with you guys. I am currently doing videos every single day. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys who have been following my journey and recently subscribed. Oh my gosh, I'm really warm. Definitely sick. That you recently subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you guys be part of this journey. And I'm happy that I have at least one video or many videos that have inspired you to be a better person, helped you along your way for social media, spiritually, wellness, whatever it may be. If you aren't subscribed, go subscribe, hit that button, and give this video a thumbs up before we get started with our story. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, so bear with me. I'm sick, and not the cute sick, like the gross sick. So my story actually takes place, sorry, my tissue. My story actually takes place when I was very young. And from what I remember, I was 4 years old. This is a crazy kind of situation that happened. To give you guys a little backup story, and I'm actually going to have a story time coming out soon about this. I was bullied half of my life, a lot for many things, including my different hair, to my skin color, to the way I spoke, the things I said, lots of things, you know? Kids can be mean sometimes. And my way of kind of expressing it was through dolls. So I used to play with dolls when I was little and reenact it. And that's actually how my mom found out all about it, which again, I don't want to tell you guys all the juiciness, but if you're looking forward to wanting to hear more about that, let me know down below. Back to the story. We used to have our childhood house, and my parents used to love building houses, staying in them for maybe a few years, selling it, going to a new house. And it was just something that they loved doing. They loved doing projects. It's something that they loved ever since I was young. I probably had 8 different houses up until I left to live life and, you know, go to university. And in one of our childhood houses, our second official childhood house that we stayed a long time ago, we used to have one of those houses that, you know, there is a staircase that goes up and then it goes out like this, right? And I remember my sisters and I always getting into fights and arguing with my mom and always feeling like the ugly duckling and struggling through bullying. And, you know, life is hard when you're a 4-year-old kid. So I remember always feeling never alone. It was very strange. So I'd go to bed every night and feel like there was something in the room. I didn't really know what exactly it was. I didn't know how to explain it, but I didn't feel alone. Anyways, so I thought, okay, whatever. I put on my nightlight. I had 2 night lights on each side of my bed. I'd go to bed and stay up all night because I didn't know what it was. And it's funny because when you don't know what things are, whether it's something in the room, a feeling, it gets more eerie, right? So one day, my mom and I were arguing because of my sister, and basically I got blamed for something that I didn't do. And I went on the stairs, and like I mentioned, it goes up this way and splits, one of those staircases. One side was my bed, my sister's bedroom. The other side were my parents' room. And I'd always sit on the side where I was and cry and cry and cry. And I wasn't allowed to go downstairs because I was grounded for a day. I couldn't watch TV. I didn't understand why I was getting punished. I was crying and crying, and something told me to look up. So I did that. I looked up, and I saw this little girl in a pink dress and blonde hair, and she looked at me. And it was weird. But I wasn't scared. I was intrigued. And as she walked to me, she asked me, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" And this is crazy because, pardon me, because I have a cold. This was my first encounter of like spirits, different forms. And I was just
not scared.
And they always say it's funny because now that I'm going on this route and I'm sharing it with you guys are part of this, it's crazy to notice how much I was connected to that world without knowing it. So from then on, every time I would cry, every time there was something wrong, she would come and say, "What's
wrong?"
And I would talk to her. And she made me feel comfort. And I know it sounds weird, but as much bullying I went through, all the things I went through, she made me feel so happy and not alone. And I remember one day I was talking to her about my day, and my sister was making fun of me.
"You have an imaginary friend? You're how old? You're not supposed to be talking to yourself. Don't you have friends?"
And I remember feeling so mad, and she whispered to me,
"Don't worry. Let them believe what they want.
As long as we're friends, right? That's all that matters." I saw her almost every day that I was crying, and sometimes when I was talking to myself or happy, and I became friends with her, and she helped me so much. And I didn't know if she was a spirit or a ghost. I called her a ghost. I didn't really have a name for her. I didn't know her name. And up to this day, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had an encounter like this with an imaginary friend that was actually something, whether it's a spirit, an angel. And if you did, please share your stories down below. But this was such a very hugging and comforting feeling that I've ever had. And I thank her because it honestly helped me through the horrible bullying I went through when I was in kindergarten, going into grade 1. So long story short, she was there all the time. And then I noticed once I got older, around group 8 years old, I didn't see her as much. She started to visit me less and less and less.
And then eventually I never saw her again.
But up to this day, I still remember her like yesterday, wearing her pink dress, beautiful pink dress, her blonde short hair, and her daggering eyes. And she would always look at me, and it's crazy. Sorry, my nose. So, yeah, isn't that insane, guys? Such a crazy story. Insane. I was never scared of her. I continued to live life, but her spirit, her life continues with me. I think, honestly, she was an angel, and she knew I was going through a lot. And they say angels come into your life when you go through a lot. I've actually had another angel that came into my life, which I'll share with a story with you guys coming up soon. Make sure you subscribe, but this one's a very interesting one. That was my first encounter with a spirit, an angel, whatever you may call it, whatever you want to call it. I call her an angel. And they say that when you go through things in life, that they come into your life to support you, to give you guidance, to give you love, to let you know you're not alone, and to protect you. And there were many times when I was on the playground where I felt scared and terrified and nervous and in a position where I felt hopeless. And I think because of her, she helped me and saved me so much. She protected me more than just on that stairs talking to me. So that's my crazy story. My imaginary friend wasn't actually imaginary. I was the only one that could see her. My family and friends didn't see me. They always questioned who I was talking to. It was only her. And pretty insane, right? That's my story time. I just felt like chatting with you guys. I want to do more of these. Let me know if you guys like it down below. Let me know what's your encounter of your imaginary friend, if you ever had one, and if it was actually an imaginary or was it actually a reality. And if you can still remember your imaginary friend, explain to me what your imaginary friend was, because I think mine was an angel and she was protecting me, and she came back in this time to protect me, to help me, and to support me. And I never knew her name. They say they don't really give their names all the time. And sometimes it's just because angels are hard to get to know. But she did show me a lot of support. She was a great best friend, and I'm so happy about that. So that's our video for today. I'm gonna go have some honey, some lemon. I hope you guys like that story, Little Time. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Put the notification bells on. Subscribe. And videos every single day. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, I can't wait. Giving you guys a lot of love, a lot of light. See you guys in the next video. Peace.